Hello, I'm here at the Ann Wigmore Institute in the west coast of beautiful Puerto Rico in a small little town called Aguada. The institute was founded back in the 90s by Dr. Ann Wigmore, who's known as the mother of the living foods lifestyle. She was the one who founded the Hippocrates Institute in Boston back in 1960s, and ever since that she opened this place, it's like thousands of people have changed their lives through the living foods lifestyle. So I came here for the first time in 2013 because I've known for the place for like 15 years but hadn't made the time to come, and that experience was like mind-blowing. I felt so good physically, mentally, like my mental clarity was amazing. I lost a lot of weight, and more than that, I just felt amazing. And so I promised myself I would come back at least once a year to do a reset. And it had been like a couple of years, I think, before Maria, since I hadn't come. And then I decided this year it was time. I really wanted it to come, but I hadn't made the time. And back at the beginning of February, I got like this urinary tract infection, which got complicated by an oxidized, expired IV I put on. Long story. And then I ended up doing a round of antibiotics that I hate. So I figured I needed to come and get this done. Much has been talked lately about the relationship between the gut and the brain. And that is something that I've focusing a lot on, taking care of myself, because I've always suffered from constipation, no matter how good I eat, no matter how much fiber I take, how many. And then I have Alzheimer through both parent sides. So I need to take care of that now. And this is the place where we can really like cleanse and learn how to do so. During the 2-week program, it's not just aside of the food that you're taking, which is like the most nutrient rich food that you can imagine. Look, back here are the gardens where all the greens that are consumed are grown here. So it's like literally farm to table. The fruits or other vegetables that are not grown here are organic. The soil that has been used to grow all these things, it's made here out of the compost of all the scraps that we're leaving behind from the wheatgrass, from the food we're eating, from the papayas they're cutting, so it's all organic. And if you think that the soil gives, the plants get the nutrients for the soil, you're getting good stuff. You're getting the best. So you're giving those 2 weeks a whole nutrition to your body. And in the meantime, you're cleansing through enemas, through colonics that are done here. You get massage therapies. You go to classes, so it's not like, oh, I'm going to go get a detox and then I go home and I don't even know what to do. You learn that here in 2 weeks, unless they have an intensive 1-week program that happens a couple of times a year. But usually it's a 2-week program where you're just cleansing, where you're learning like everything from the gut, the proper food combining. You're doing yoga in the morning, say like an average day, you get up, you go do yoga at 6 in the morning, then you go for your shot of wheatgrass, then you do some self-care, walk on the beach, whatever you need to do, but moving, get that body going, you bounce on the trampolines, then you have your energy soup, then you go another class, then you have another, your snack, then you have more classes, you have the cooking classes, you learn to do your energy soup, the Rejuvelag, the sauerkraut, to compost, to sprout, everything. So you go home, it's not just that you're going, oh, I'm going to go and cleanse and then go back to my life. No, you take all these tools and all this knowledge that you really want to incorporate into your life. So I just wanted to do this because I wanted to share this amazing place. And I'm going to show you here how I got here. See my face? See that it's inflamed? Check out the color of the skin. Check out the texture of the skin and just the inflammation as a whole. Actually, look into the eyes. You'll see the color inside the eyes. And then look at the other picture. It's day 5. I'm showing just day 1 and day 5 because I lost 10 pounds, 10 and a half pounds the first week, and then I lost another 3 the second week. So I ended up not doing a photo shoot after, because just the first week was for me good enough. So, and then look at the belly, look at the body. I didn't think I was looking that inflamed. And when I saw that picture, I'm like, holy crap. See, it's inflamed. It's all like bloated. And look, in 5 days, everything just went down. It's a big difference. The second week, like I said, it was 3 pounds. I didn't take pictures of that, but it gives you an idea of what happens in your body. And by the end of the 2 weeks, you're glowing, you're feeling great. The first week for me and most of the people, when you go into those detox process, it's really hard for me because I like coffee, so I'm withdrawing from coffee, and it's been already a month and I hadn't had a cup of coffee, and I feel great. I know when I stop drinking coffee, I feel great. And so you have to make some balances in your life, and when you get the knowledge and you can experience how your body reacts to certain foods, then you want to make those changes. And nowadays, we're getting so much GMO and pesticides, and all that is affecting the microbiome and our gut. And that's why all these autoimmune diseases are going on. That's why most of them are just related to our eating habits. Because everything, it's on the rush. We want things from a box. So we need to go back to basics. Back to the soil, back to our roots, how we used to eat. Doesn't mean that after this you have to stay raw your life. I know people like me now. I left the program. In the Spanish version, I was saying I was an 80-20, but realistically, I'm like a 90-10, and I want something warm in my body. But the rest, I'm getting up in the morning, having my lemon water, then I have my green juice, then I have my salads full of like avocados and nuts and greens and microgreens, and we're lucky that we have a farmer's market here that we can get all that stuff. But then at the same time, you leave out of here and you have all the tools that you can do it yourself and save a lot of money. I'll give you a little tour. This is where you come and jump. There's trampolines everywhere, so you make sure you get your jumping. There's a wheatgrass station. I'll show you the hola, bien y tú? And she's one of the ones that makes us the beautiful, yummy food. And this is the greenhouse here where you see everybody working. Let me show you all the greens where everything is made. See, this is the compost I was talking about. So this is made out of all the scraps that are grown already here, or the organic stuff. That's where the wheatgrass is made. And so it's amazing. Everything that you're getting is just the good stuff. So if you're feeling sick, tired, if you're feeling sick or tired, see, this is all going to the compost to restart new soil, fertile soil. So that's all gonna cleanse your body with good stuff. If you're feeling tired, exhausted all the time, feel trying to lose weight and you can't lose weight, if you're battling some kind of disease, everything starts with cleansing your body and getting the tools you need to live a healthier lifestyle. Can't wait for a magic pill, can't wait for a magic treatment. Everything starts with what you put into your body. So give yourself the chance, come here, and your life will definitely change. I'm going to show you now some interviews I made during my time here. So it'll give you a little bit more experience aside of what I just shared with you guys. And so I hope you enjoy it. You, since
Yes.
You're like the youngest in this group.
Yes.
So this is your second time?
I was here 2 years ago for my birthday. It's my second time here. I only came for 10 days this time, just to detox, just to cleanse. Yeah.
So how did you get here the first time?
First time I asked a nutritionist friend of mine because I was really interested in food and microgreens particularly, and like sprouts and stuff. And he's like, if you want the real deal, they're not, playing any, they don't have any supplements that they're pushing and they have no agenda. They're just interested in the food. He's like, you got to go to Puerto Rico. to the Ann Wigmore Natural Health Institute. At the time, I had no idea what it was. I didn't know who Ann Wigmore was. And then I looked her up, and I was like, I saw all this stuff about how she popularized wheatgrass, and I was hooked, and I came here, and then I was really hooked because it's amazing.
Yeah. What do you like the most?
I like the just like feeling like neutral and cleansed. Like back in the States in New York with the city, I live in the city now, and there's just so much concrete and lights, and it's busy, and like everyone knows. So there's no green in particular. Like I feel like you accumulate a lot of stuff, and this is like minimalism. This is like so simple, and everything we do here is just you're like flushing, you're detoxing, you're eating live food. I just feel it's so integrated.
So you're really into microgreens, right? You have a project. Talk to us about the project.
I do. Yeah, I'm a chef, and I'm like an urban farmer chef sort of thing, and I like to integrate microgreens and sprouts into cuisine because it's the freshest food you can eat. It's like hyper local, and I really love the idea of teaching people that they don't have to wait 80 days to harvest like tomatoes or eggplant, which it normally takes. You could harvest greens like every other day, 52 times a year, 70 times a year, if you understand how to grow microgreens. And they're
What's
also
your favorite?
delicious.
What's your favorite?
Sunflower.
Sunflower.
Just because it actually tastes like a sunflower seed. Well, yeah, and it's really hardy, and the stem is really like succulent and thick, and it grows really easily. I also like lentils. Lentils grow really well.
So talk to us about your project. You're doing a blog, YouTube, something like that. I saw his video. He's putting together something really good.
Well, it's pretty much just building. I can't say the domain name yet because I haven't launched the website. All so right. If I say it, then it's gonna
I'll
be.
I'll say it. I'll let you know. I'll let them know when the time comes.
I have a Instagram, Mr. Microgreen, which is kind of cute. I like that. But yeah, I'm putting together video blogs. The channel is called Sprouted, and it's all about it's a vegan-friendly superfood blog where I do some fitness and I do some yoga, and I also mainly do, how to juice sprouts, how to eat sprouts, how to grow them, how to use them in recipes.
Awesome. You share your own recipes?
Yep. And the equipment you need to grow this stuff, and some of the philosophy about it, some of the soil science. Yeah, it's exciting. It's so easy too, and fun.
All right. So you're here for what? 2 more days?
I got 2 more days. I got 5 more pounds to lose. I think we'll make it happen.
Oh, just because you lost last time how many?
Last time I lost about 20 pounds in 2 weeks. So like 1.5 pounds a day, which is typical, I think, when you're fasting at my age. But
so you came for the first time, what, 24? 2 years ago?
Yeah, I'm 26, 24.
So, see, young people are awakening into healthy living. I think there's a good future. People are being conscious about their health at an early age.
Yeah.
Right? So anyway, well, thank you so much. You want to tell them something, invite them over so they come to the Ann Wigmore Institute?
Yeah, it's great for weight loss. It's great for detoxing. I mean, this is straight up the best place. Like, you can't find we're composting our organic soil. Like, nothing more needs to be said. It's so hard to find. Most farmers have to buy soil, and like, we're making the soil with the own wheatgrass and the papayas.
The organic stuff, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's like, and wheatgrass can absorb the minerals that are in the soil, so like, you're getting some of the most nutrient dense things on the planet here. So
awesome. Yeah. So anyway, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Hey, now I'm here with Jackie Shapiro from New York, right?
Yeah. Hey, how's it going? I'm
Good.
so happy to be here with you.
She's a fashion designer, right? What are you?
I have a brand. It's called French Bull, like the dog, you know, the little French bulldog. Yeah, and I design and manufacture a houseware line. So that means plates and trays and lunch bags and
I thought it was just clothes.
Clothes is the new thing. Waleska's my muse. Totally.
We did some shootings while here. So tell me, how did you get to on Wigmore?
Oh, well, I was feeling very sluggish. I was feeling like bloated. I gained a lot of weight. And I started Googling, where can I go to lose weight, feel better, learn how to eat, and a ton of places came up, like spas and like fat camps, or, you know, like places to lose weight that are, you know, say, oh, you'll lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks and blah, blah. And they were, nothing felt like that was a solution for me. And then like Anne Wigmore came low in the Google, because I Googled for losing weight. And then I started to read about it, and I started to look at the location, and then I started to see testimonials, and then
That's what I need. It popped in.
Totally, yeah. So that felt right for me, and
how's been the experience? Now we're done with the 2 weeks. Today was graduation. You look radiant, glowing. You've lost weight. How do you feel?
I feel as though I experienced something that I wish everyone that I loved could experience. I learned so much about what food does to us, even though we love it and we love how it tastes and we love socializing around it. When I saw the damage it can start to do, I was shocked, and it's been really more than anything I expected. So I'm going to try, when I go home, to incorporate this into my life. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this 100%.
When I left here the first time, I said, thinking realistically, that I was going to be an 80-20. And I was able to, actually at the beginning, I was so happy with the way I felt and looked that I just was like a 90-10 for a while. Then little by little, you know, you start getting invited to places and you eat one thing one day, you know, and it just keeps. But as long as you have that core.
No, I'm super inspired and really feel that there are lots of things I can immediately, you know, start to do.
You're gonna clean up your fridge when you get back.
You know what?
Pantry. It's
My
empty.
husband is coming in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So, you know, I think like having someone to do it with is going to be really.
It's gonna make a difference.
Yeah. So
same thing happened when I did it. Then my husband came, and then that's how it works. It's hard, you know, you being on a diet, and then the rest of the family, especially your spouse, having a total different one. So that makes it easier.
He knows what you're talking about, right? When you talk about sprouts or salads, or right? Yeah.
I have to go get an enema done.
Exactly. This place is all about digestion. Enemas are like very important.
Yeah, keeping that bowel moving. So anyway, will you come back?
I don't know.
You might find yourself needing a reset every now and then.
Definitely. I want to say yes, but I don't want to like look back and say, oh, I didn't come.
It's all right.
All right.
I'm sure you're gonna come back. We all do. We all
Yeah.
say, okay, it's time for a reset in your body. If you like deviate, your body will tell you when it's time to come. So thank you. Nice so much. Nice meeting you.
Same here. Thank you.
And we'll put your hashtag. What is it?
Oh, hashtag Live Vivid. French Bowl NYC.
French Bowl NYC.
Yeah.
That's the Instagram.
That's our Instagram.
All right. We'll put it right here so people can follow you and see your stuff.
Okay.
And now I'm here with Renato. Renato, talk to me. How long have you been coming here?
I've been coming here for 8 years.
8 years. How did you get here in the first place?
How did I ever find out about the place? I went online years ago, and I went on. A friend of mine came to the house, and he wanted to go to a retreat. I put it into the computer, and this one from New York came out called Body Mind Restoration Retreat in Ithaca. I went there with him because he was a diabetic, and I saw all about the Ann Wigmore technique. And when I heard about that, they told me there was a place in Puerto Rico. So I investigated it, and then I went online, saw everything, and I've been coming here ever since. And it's been a treasure in my heart, and it's been a wonderful thing to experience. I mean, I don't see myself going anywhere else in the wintertime.
In the winter, so you come for how long at a
This
time?
time I came for 75 days. I think last year was 70-something days. But next year I'm probably going to come for 4 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm probably going to do all January, February, March, and all of April.
And what's your favorite part here?
The favorite part? That's a good question. Because I love so much of it. I love the experience I have with the wheatgrass juice, but I love the experience I have with the people too. Because all the people that work here are so loving, caring, just gentle souls. They really respond well. I feel like it's a family full of love. It's almost like what I didn't get at home. Because you don't get this level of love and appreciation at home from your family. They take it for granted that you're there. They don't know enough to just honor you and love you all the time. Where the people here are much more available, especially the people that work here. They're so good. And there's so much magic here. I mean, you got some incredible therapists. I mean, Kathy, as far as I'm concerned, is an excellent sacrocranial therapist. She's got magic in her hands. And
I still have that one pending.
Yeah.
That therapy.
Right. And Mary is great too with her rebounding and her reflexology. She's very, very astute at her work also. And then you have Migdalia. She's unbelievable. She can give you a gentle one, or she can give you a very deep one. My friend Billy loves her. She went 3 times a week for like 6 weeks. So he's amazing, and he loved every minute of it. And she knows the anatomy so well. Yeah. Then you got the ocean, which is beautiful. It's healing. I mean, I just realized I've been here 30 days, and I just got here. In other words, what I mean by that is, I just got all my energy back. It takes a while because you're adjusting to a different food. This food is to take everything out of your body, and you limit your sugars so the body resists. It gets tired a little bit. But now I've recovered fully, and I have all my energy now, and I feel wonderful. Yeah.
So when you go back home, do you keep the lifestyle, or?
No, I do not.
This is your, when you come here, it's to do the whole detox.
Right. And then when I do at home, I do still detox. I do intermittent fasting, where I only eat from 10 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon, because it increases your stem cells, increases growth hormones. And those are the most important things, is growth hormones and stem cells. I had my stem cells measured by this company called Teleyears online, and when it came back, I'm 70 years old, and it showed I was only 55 years old chromosome-wise. And that's very good, because that's an extra 15 years with the grace of God that I'm going to have. It's still up to God, but but you never know. But at least I'm doing the work necessary to support him and making me stay here for a long time.
And you're how old now?
70.
Awesome.
And this can be you.
He's full of energy.
Yeah.
So invite them to come.
So please, come down to Ann Wigmore's Natural Health Institute in Puerto Rico, and I'm telling you, you'll have a wonderful, wonderful time. You'll have a great time. You won't believe the experience you're going to have of yourself here. You'll be smiling like crazy by the time you leave here. You'll be so happy that people are going to look at you twice, saying, "Why is this person so happy?"
And glowing.
Glowing. Oh yeah, the shine. Oh yeah.
Got out people. You look 10 years younger. What did you do?
Exactly.
I went back to the Ann Wigmore Institute. Every time I go
Exactly.
there, I like rejuvenate.
Oh, absolutely. There's no
And you know,
question.
I go through hell because you saw me how I was like, I
Right.
look like a zombie the first days,
Sure.
but then it's like, your body just responds once it gets disintoxicated.
Yeah. Once the toxins start to be removed.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget, you're diminishing the amount of sugar. You're not eating any junk food. I mean, the body's going through a major changeover.
Yes.
And when you drink the wheatgrass juice, what it does, it Teflon coats every single one of your cells, your blood cells, so that the free radical, which is missing one electron, because each cell has four, when one dies off, it becomes a free radical, and then it attaches to a healthy cell, and now that cell can't function as effectively. So what happens? That happens in millions of cells in your body. So you've got all these roadblocks everywhere, stopping your cells from working. And remember, only one blood cell, red cell, can fit up into the top of your skin. So the only way you can get pure oxygen and nutrition to the inside of your skin is by having only one cell show up. So that's important to know that. And that's why you have to take the wheatgrass juice, because that's what it does. It makes it so that those can come up there and do their work and then leave and get reoxygenated. Yeah, that's why people age so quickly. You age because your body's not getting the proper nutrition and your cells are not doing an effective job of oxygenating your organs and everything, because they're all clumped together. And they've proven this. They have studies on this, so they can show you. They can actually show you X-rays or microscopic stuff on cells. That's about it, honey.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're very welcome.
I'm hoping everybody decides to come here once they see all the different experiences.
Not all of you. Don't all of you come. I like it nice and quiet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so that was it. I hope this was all really inspiring, maybe for you, and if not for you, for someone you care. Just feel free to share. Visit their website at annwigmore.org. You can follow me on Instagram for recipes and things I share to help you incorporate into your daily life, things that I do at home. That can help you with incorporating into your family, tips for healthy living, and just come to the Ann Wigmore Institute. Your life will never be the same again. Have a good one.